pals, it's your girl Mickey, and it is that time of year once again, the gluten-free Melbourne Food Expo. Anyway, there is going to be a GlutenCon vlog this year, and I decided that I wanted to be a little bit extra this year because it's me, and my word for this year is goofy. And anyway, I thought it would be fun to make a bread-themed eater bag for the con, and I've already finished it, so you guys get to have a little sneaky peek before we go into the actual video, but oh, isn't it cool? I'll do a close-up later. You know, this was actually really fun to make, and it was something different and interesting, and I kind of want to make more eater bags in the future. I kind of want to make a Pretty Cure / anime magical girl themed one after I've been to Japan. This video is not about Japan, it is about a bread themed eater bag and my upcoming excitement for GlutenCon for 2025. Take it away, the me from a day prior when I was making this bag and arguing with my camera battery. It is that time of year again, folks, and that is the annual Melbourne Gluten-Free Food Expo, which is happening this weekend, and I am so excited. I'm going to buy so many Ritz crackers this year. And I am going to try my hardest to vlog this year for sure. I have no excuse not to vlog this year because I've now got my lovely shiny new camera, which I can either wear on my body or I can attach to my little teeny tiny bendy tripod because I got a new little granny shopping cart to put all of my goods and wares in. So basically I have no excuse to be hopping and jumping and bouncing around and having my footage be meh again, basically. So anyway, since I am a tad bit extra, I thought it would be fun to do a pre-GlutenCon video where we make an eater bag. So I got this bag from AliExpress a couple of years ago, I think. I got it when I went to go see the Taylor Swift movie, Eras Tour movie in the cinemas. Anyway, I thought it would be fun to repurpose this and make a bread-themed eater bag, or just a baked good eater bag, really, because I'm also going to be including some donuts and just other gluten-containing baked goods, basically. And anyway, I thought it would be fun to do a craft with me, craft and yap, if you will. Traditionally, eater bags are designed for fandom culture, from what I've seen, you know, usually an anime or a TV series or a movie that you really like. Even comic books, I've seen people make eater bags for Bluey, which I think is amazing, honestly. And yeah, anyway, you can make an eater bag for literally anything and for any purpose, and I think it is a beautiful way to show off how dedicated you are to a certain theme or character or fandom or whatever. And I just thought it would be really funny to have a bread-themed eater bag. Another thing with eater bags is that you can DIY the stuff that goes in here, especially if it is for a niche fandom. But traditionally I see people buy, you know, can badges or pins and art prints to put in their eater bags and do all the little rosettes and everything. But obviously, since this is a bread-themed eater bag, no one's going to really make bread-themed merchandise. Or at least not that I can readily buy here in Australia. Probably in Japan, because Japan has a mascot for literally everything. Anyway, one of my impulse purchases during the panini, if we will, was a can button badge maker. Because I thought, hey, maybe after the pandemic, I'll finally give Artist Alley another try, and it would be fun to make some can badges and just have it as an option for merch and vending. And well, that didn't work out, basically. So I have a can badge maker that I use for my own personal whims and fantasies, if you will. So as any sane person would do, I made some bread-themed can badges. And of course, I've got a love heart button press. What else would you expect from me? Do you even know me? We've got this lovely pink one that just says bread lover. A minty boy that says gluten free. Not that you can really see the stickers because of course I decided to put letters on top of a print paper, but it's the vibe that counts. And then my personal favorite, this nice pastel yellow that just says I heart bread. I think it's just really funny to have a bunch of badges that, you know, are basically all like bread gluten themed when I'm literally allergic to the stuff. So dark humor, I guess, maybe, question mark. I did also want to make I was going to make a t-shirt originally for this. I wasn't going to do the ITA bag, and the t-shirt was just going to say, is this gluten-free? I thought that would be really silly and amusing to wear to a gluten-free food expo because obviously everything is gluten-free at a gluten-free food expo. Let's start making an ITA bag. So first up, I am going to make a template for the heart. I'm going to make a template of the heart because I am making a fabric and cardboard insert to go inside the pocket, and I want to have a outline shape so that I know where I can place everything basically. We now have our template, so I'm going to move the bag. This is going to be the base for the insert. So I'm not going to cut this out as the heart. I'm just going to leave this as like a rectangle square that like gets inserted into the bag. Okay, so that is our base. Now I could go get a ruler like a smart person, or I could just be lazy and eyeball this instead. So that's what I'm gonna do. If you guys are following this as a tutorial, probably go get a ruler and measure things properly. That's kind of straight. That works. Yeah, another one of those don't do as I do, probably do as I say instead. This bag is genuinely the most annoying shape. Because for whatever reason, they decided to have the pockets stop like right there. Okay, we're gonna make this a lot smaller. And this, kids, is why we measure before we before we cut, right? Yeah, I'm just lazy. I know I said I wasn't going to trace around the heart on here, but I need to see where the edges are so that I can cut the right amount off and still have room, basically. Right, now that should fit. If this doesn't fit, I'm going to scream. You know what? I've just suddenly had a war flashback. I had the same problem when I made the lover version of this ITA bag. And I remember I had to keep cutting chunks off until the wretched thing finally fit. I got it in off camera. The top corner was snagging right there on the inside. That's why I couldn't get it in, but it's in, it fits, it's a good size. All right, so I'm going to cover this in some fabric. I've got this huge wad of leftover lavender corduroy from when I was in my historical phase. Also, I know I've been mentioning that historical phase a lot lately, and I'm thinking in the new year, let me know if you guys would be interested, but I'm thinking of doing another Sew With Me video, but for a historical costume piece, because I was like, you know what? Like, I don't wear the historical stuff in my everyday wardrobe anymore, but I've kept it purely for content purposes because I made a lot of pieces and they were really fun to make. Let me know, I guess, if that would be something you guys would be interested in watching, because I'm thinking of making it and I just thought it'd be fun because, you know, I made quite a few skirts and tops for that phase, and it would be fun to show them off. When I say that I was deep in the phase, like, you don't understand. I was so deep in the phase. I willingly dyed my hair back to brunette. Yes, I had a mental breakdown once I did it because turns out I do not recognize myself when I have brown hair. Yeah, I was that deep into the phase that I willingly dyed my hair brown again because I was like, pink isn't historical. It's not historically accurate. I got to live and breathe the Edwardian phase. So, yeah, the tism hyperfixation went a little bit too strong that 1 year. I have a weak spot for the dramatic flair of the Edwardian period, I think. It's just so pretty and girly and dainty and just... Anyway, I now have this sparkly pink tulle. Not that you can tell because, like, it is so light. But I'm just going to overlay this on top of the corduroy, purely just so I have a base for the pins to hook onto. And I thought it would be a fun video maybe next year to just do a sew with me. So yeah, let me know. And also, like, let me know if you ever want me to, like, go on a historical ramble, because again, the autism popped off with the Edwardian phase. I still have a soft spot for it, but I no longer want to have it as, like, my everyday wardrobe, which is what I was using it for, and now I just keep it for content purposes, and I think it would be fun to do some videos on it. So yeah, let me know, I guess. That is our base, isn't it? That looks so pretty. I just remembered the whole reason I drew the heart template was because I was meant to draw around it on the fabric. This was the real reason why I made the heart template. And also, yes, this is a heat erase pen, so I will get rid of it once I have got all of my pins and doodads in place. Dun-dun. Okay, now our base is done. So now we can get on with the fun bit. I actually kind of like this arrangement that I've just thrown them in. Okay, so I've got my Cricut out, and I'm going to make some little paper cutouts to add to our ITA bag. I'm thinking this cute little heart donut that I made up like a year or so ago. I was originally going to make like 3 of them because I thought I had way more space. But I think I've only got enough room for 1 because I just wanted to make a slice of bread with jam. So I think we'll do 1 donut and 1 piece of toast / bread, and then we'll just have the pins. So we got our little paper cutouts, got a slice of toast with some very sparkly strawberry, maybe raspberry jam, a little chocolate donut. I was going to make more donuts, but I don't think I'm going to have room for both of them, so... Well, I mean, I should have room for both of these, but I don't think if I made more donuts I'd have room. But if I have room, I can always make more later. Shall we get on to the fun bit? Also, yes, Monsieur Wee Wee is making an appearance on this ITA bag. He is the main attraction, if you will. I mean, How can I have a bread-themed eater bag and not include Monsieur Wee Wee? Ooh, I think I might make some more donuts actually. To go in here. All right, I'm gonna go make a few more donuts. I'll do that off camera and I will be right back in a moment. Okay, I got 2 more donuts and my camera battery is about to die, so let's try and get this done before it crashes on me, because it's almost died like 3 other times already today and I don't want to spend another day filming this. So pray for me, y'all, pray for me. Okay, my camera literally has 3% battery left, so I'm gonna leave it here for today after all. I think I might add a few more bits here maybe. I feel like it needs something in these couple of corners. It just feels a little empty, but I will do a final reveal, I guess, later. And dun dun, it's finished. What do we think? Isn't it cool? So it has a glitter window pouch, so it does add an extra layer of sparkle, which I quite like. This one can badge keeps slipping down. And it is such a pain in the ass to get this whole panel into this bag because the window is actually really narrow. So I'm just gonna leave it chilling down here. But yeah, anyway, I ended up going back in last night and adding more paper bits and whatnot. So that's what all of this is. I remembered that I had this like memo pad that's a turtle bread thing, and I also had like a egg toast slice, but I decided to use the turtle bread because isn't it cute? And there is like a little cake down here, but it gets cut off with the bag. But yeah, and I also made a few more mini can badges this time. Got some fruit sandos, and there are some donuts in here, but they are also hidden inside the bag. Oh, and also the main character, if you will, Monsieur Wee Wee. I feel like he completes the bag like perfectly. Like, hello? Ah, it's so cute, so perfect. I will be taking an Instagram photo of this later because this just looks so cool. I'm very happy with how this turned out and how it came out and everything, and I will definitely be making more in the future, no doubt. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm looking forward to the GlutenCon vlog because I am very excited. Until next time, bye bye.